What you cooking, Roach?
What ya cooking, Roach?
What's up, guys? And welcome to my channel, What You Cooking, Roach. Alright? And for those that are new to my channel, welcome. I appreciate the love. I hope you subscribe and like my video and leave a comment and tell me what you think about it, alright? So, you already know by the thumbnail, I am going to be making smoked sausage and chicken gumbo. Now, the sausage is a little special. For me it is. It's a Mississippi smoked sausage that my husband gets from his friend that has family down south, and it's a really good sausage. I really enjoy it. And also, keeping it simple doesn't necessarily mean that you can't make it and put, you know, your seafood and all that in there. You know, they call it the garbage gumbo. I've actually made gumbo with seafood in it. You can check that video out by clicking on the iCard, and that's going to be my seafood gumbo, and check that out, all right? So, you already know. Let's get started. All right, y'all. You already know this gumbo is not gonna cook itself. So let's get started. All right, on the ingredients. All right. So I want to start with the chicken. I did my chicken yesterday. I boiled it, and just to get a step ahead, you know, that you prep ahead. What I did was when I boiled it, I had added in a onion. I did not take the skin off of it. I cut it in quarters, added that in there. Also added in about 4 bay leaves, and I added in some garlic, and I chopped up a couple of stalks of celery, and I've cut those up in like 2-inch, you know, chunks of it, and then I added in some garlic, and then I just let it roll, and then until it got tender, and let it sit overnight, and to the part, we're going to use that chicken broth as part of our gumbo. All right, so I got my sausage. I was talking about my sausage earlier. This is a Mississippi smoked sausage that comes that my husband friend that he has family in Mississippi, and they go down there and they get the sausage and bring it back. It is the bomb. All right, so we're going to need our garlic. I have 2 large cloves of garlic here. You want to mince that up. I think this is the time I need to invest in one of those garlic presses, because you do want to have a little press a little more, or you can just use the minced garlic. All right, but I prefer the fresh garlic. All right, so we have a half of bell pepper. You want to chop that also as fine too, as my sous chef has done. Okay, I don't have a sous chef, it's me. So then you want to cut 2 stalks of celery, and you want to cut that fine as well too. Now keep in mind, this is all going to be a part of the roux. Once we get that roux mix together, this is going to be added in at that time. And then you want to have 1 large onion, and you also want to cut that fine as well. And then I have parsley. Here I have perhaps, I think I got like a half cup, but some of it's going to be used to put on to the gumbo on the top if you like, okay? Now, the roux part. Oh, I forgot. You're going to need some bay leaves. All this is going to be after the roux is getting started, and then we're cooking it, all right? But the roux we're going to need here is, we're going to need a cup of flour, all right? And you're also going to need a cup of vegetable oil, okay? All right, so we're gonna have to get this roux started, because the roux ain't no joke. You're gonna have to stir, 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 and have a little patience, all right? So I'm gonna show you how we're gonna get that started, and then we're gonna skirt through that real quick, all right? So let's get started. All right, so we're gonna get this roux started, because like I said, this is gonna take a while. So you're gonna need your oil, all right? So you're gonna pour in, like I said, your 1 cup of oil over medium heat. All right. I don't know if I told you guys about the meat that, how much chicken that I used, and the sausage. I used about 2 pounds of the smoked sausages, and I use 4 big chicken thighs. You can use whatever you like. I just prefer to use chicken thighs. I've done it with the whole chicken as well too. All right, just whatever you got. All right. So, like I said, we got that 1 cup of oil, and then we're gonna add in our 1 cup of flour, and we're just gonna stir like crazy. Okay. All right. Just gonna keep stirring. Now I'm gonna stir here for a minute, kind of get it going. Turn it down a little bit. Like I said, this is a long process of getting it, so you just gotta have a little patience. I'm telling you, it's worth it. All right. So, but I'm gonna stir here, so you know kind of what you need to do, and then I'm gonna pause it, and I'm gonna continue to stir it. But we're gonna put it on the fast forward mode, all right? So you can see how the coloring is changing with it, all right? Because we want to try to get it as brown as we can, all right? But you're gonna have to keep consistently stirring it, watching your heat, because you don't want to scorch it and burn it, all right? That would be bad, because then you would have to start all over, all right? Don't just give up and say, I messed it all up. No, you just start all over because it's just flour and oil, all right? So I'm gonna stop it right there, like I said, and then I'm going to freeze it and fast forward it. All right. All right, y'all. See, it's almost getting there. Now, I've been doing this for about 10-15 minutes, and it's starting to turn a little tan. But like I said, you just got to have some patience. I mean, you could do it like this if you want. But you ain't gonna get that flavor unless you got that milk chocolate brown. Like, you know, that's how you got to do it. Okay. So I'm gonna keep going at it. All right. We'll be right back. All right, y'all, my roux is ready. See, this is the color you want it to be. And it only took me like, I'm gonna say 25, 30 minutes, maybe not even that much. I mean, if you like what you're doing, you don't even really be paying attention to the time, but just to let those folks that don't cook like I do, or make Creole gumbo, be warned. But it's well worth the wait, okay? So now that's all done. Now we're gonna start adding in these ingredients, okay? So what we're gonna do here is I'm gonna turn my stove back on because I turned it off. I had to do some preparation. So now we're gonna add in those ingredients that I was saying that was for our roux: our celery, our garlic, and I have over on the side my onion and the bell pepper and some parsley. All right, so let's get this started, okay? Like, again, it ain't gonna cook itself. So we're gonna add those in there. Now when you think about it, when you make a roux, think about it, you know, you just flour and grease. So if you have a fried chicken and you get that that floury mix on the bottom, that brown mix that sinks down on the bottom, that's what this is. That's all it is. All right. So we're gonna add in our garlic. All right. I'm gonna get my bell pepper and my onion. I'm gonna add in that slowly, and then as well as turn it down a little bit. Now we're just going, these vegetables that we're going to put in here, we're going to simmer them for about 5 to 8 minutes. We want to soften them up, alright? I'm going to add in the rest of my bell pepper. I'm also going to add rest of my onion. All right. We're going to add in a little bit of parsley. So we're going to add in 2 tablespoons of parsley. All right. Like I said, some of this is just for my garnish because I like to show off and make when I make bowls for my family and friends. All right. And then now we're going to add in these bay leaves. Now, I know you see me using the dry. It gives it a better, it doesn't shrink, you know, basically, you know. I mean, that's fine, you know, you want to use the fresh, but for this particular recipe, you want to put in some dry basil, okay? So I'm just going to cook that. Turn down low. Oh my God, that looks so good. Doesn't that look good? Once I get this broth added in here, that chicken broth that I told you guys that you want to use. Now, you can certainly use the box broth, you know, but if you're gonna make chicken and put chicken in your gumbo, you might as well boil your chicken and use your chicken broth, right? Okay. Stop playing. You know, you can actually make your own chicken broth. But then that comes with you invest in some jars and things like that. But, okay, so we're gonna let this cook, and then I'll get back to you guys, and we'll be adding in the chicken broth, and the gumbo will be simmering for a minute. And we can chill out, and I'm gonna make myself a cocktail. All right. All right, y'all, so my roux has been thickening with the vegetables. It looks so good. Oh my God, it smells so good. You want to get a chocolate brown, I'm telling you. It's not really hard. I mean, you got to just have a little patience. It's under 30 minutes, all right? You just have to keep it, keep an eye on it. So, like I said, I boiled my chicken and made my own chicken broth. So I got about 3 cups here. I'm gonna start out with. And we're just gonna pour that in there, all right? All right. And then we're just gonna stir that in. Now, you don't want to put any hot chicken broth in there because it will lump up your flour. And you don't want that to happen because you'll be very disappointed because you'll be having a whole bunch of lumps up in there, okay? So you want to have it at least room temperature, or cold. You can do how you like. But you just keep, and you pour that in there, and we're gonna stir. Alright, I'm gonna give it a little taste to see where it's at. Just stir it, and also I got some of them juicy bits of that pieces of the fat in there. See, that's what the benefit of making your own homemade chicken broth or beef broth. Alright, so stir that up. I'm making more noise again. Hit my pot. Alright, so here we're going to add in, I'm going to give it a little taste test because I'm going to add in some cayenne pepper. Cayenne pepper. Did you hear me? I said cayenne pepper. It's cayenne. Cayenne. It sounds like cayenne. Oh yeah. Alright. I'm going to add a little cayenne pepper in here. Cayenne. How much I got in this bottle here? It's about 2 tablespoons left. Oh, maybe 3. Doesn't matter. Spicy. You can make it as spicy as you want, alright? But that's not going to make it too spicy. But that's what I'm going to just do because I need to. I thought I had these 2 tablespoons in there, but that's 3. Alright, so what we're going to do here, we're going to have to let this boil and simmer, okay? We're not going to add in any sauces or any chicken. I'm going to need to saute my chicken. I'm sorry, my smoked sausages. I'm going to grill them, and in a cast iron skillet, give it that crustiness, and we'll go from there. So I'll see you guys in a little bit. This is gonna have to at least cook for another about an hour or so on its own before I start adding the meat in it. Okay. So like I said, this process, if you started it early in the day, it'll only take you like 6 hours to do. I know it sounds like a lot. That's why you do the chicken the night before and then kind of prep as you go on. But like I said, it's well worth the wait. All right. skim that fat off that. Alright, so don't worry about that, but it's got to keep going. We're almost an hour in, alright? Alright, y'all. So, the roux has been cooking for about an hour and a half. And so it's there. It's thick enough to where we're going to add in our sausage and our chicken. Alright, that's the star of the show. Part of it anyway. So we're going to add it in. Grease and all. I skimmed off most of the grease from the chicken broth, okay? But you want to keep a little bit of that grease in there, all right? Don't go crazy, you know. But you want to do that, all right? Stir that up a little bit, all right? All right, so let's see. I think I got enough sausage in there. We're gonna add in most of this chicken. Probably just add it all in there. Let me just see where it's at. So you just want to give it a good stir. Oh yeah. Oh, it's there. And the reason why you want to add this in for the last hour or so of cooking, because you don't want your chicken to be too stringy, because it'll get stringy. So I got some chunks in here after straightening it. So I think I'm gonna probably add it all in there. And like I said, it was 4 nice sized chicken thighs. You can use a whole chicken, so it'll come out about the same. Oh man, that looks really good, y'all. That's how you fancy smell. So, oh man, it looks really good. I might even, well, when I was sampling it, you know, I put all that extra cayenne pepper in there. And it's a little spicy, but it's a good spicy. So, that's gonna all balance out one side. Here's my Jonny cakes. I've already got my rice ready. And we're gonna let this cook for about another hour. We'll turn it down and let it simmer until it gets to its thickness and it gets the full flavors of all the sausages and the chicken marinated in with it. And I'm telling you, it's smelling really good right now, okay? So I gotta eat some Jonny cakes together, all right? I'll be back. My gumbo is ready, all right? So, you already know. I'm gonna do a little sample tasting and see what it's about, okay? So, let's do that. All right, here we go. Now, I would like to have it a little more thicker, but as it cooks, it'll get thicker. All right, and I already got the Jonny cakes. Y'all see these Jonny cakes? I told y'all I wasn't playing. My grandma taught me how to make these. These are like pancake, corn cakes, you know. And let's see. Oh, I already got that ground gumbo foul. You can put that in there too, give them no seasoning. Matter of fact, let me do that. All right. Let's see what it's like. We don't put too much. This also thickens your gumbo as well too. All right. It's like a side table salt type of thing. All right. So let's see. Lord. It smells so good. All right, here we go. All right, here we go. All right, y'all. As you can see, my gumbo is fire. All right, just follow those simple little ingredients and you will have the same type of gumbo. All right, just simple chicken and sausage. That's all you need. All right, y'all. So you already know what you cooking, Roux. I'll see y'all next time.